welcome to the Deep Dive. We're your shortcut to getting really informed. Today, we're jumping into something super relevant for homeowners. Heat pumps.
Yeah.
We're going to break down what they are, how they work, and honestly, why they're becoming such a big deal, particularly if you're living somewhere like Surrey, BC.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we're leaning on a really solid guide from Pacific Blue Mechanical. They focus right on heat pump services in Surrey.
Oh, okay.
So our goal today is pretty simple. Pull out the key benefits, show you why they matter locally, and just make it all easy to grasp.
Right. So if you've been wondering about, making your home comfier, maybe saving some cash on those energy bills, or doing a bit for the planet, then this is definitely for you. We'll get into how heat pumps tick all those boxes. Let's dive in.
Let's do it.
So lots of us are looking for, smarter ways to heat and cool our places, right?
Accurate.
And heat pumps keep popping up.
They do.
But maybe for some listeners, the basic idea isn't totally clear. How do these things actually work fundamentally?
That's a great starting point. The coolest thing, I think, is that they don't make heat, they just move it.
Move it? Like how?
Think about your fridge. It pulls the warmth out from the inside to keep things cold. A heat pump does something similar, just, for your whole house. It uses this special stuff, a refrigerant, to grab heat from one spot and dump it somewhere else.
Okay, so it's not burning gas or oil, it's more like a heat relocator.
Precisely.
And I gather they're not just for winter heating.
Exactly right. That's the really smart part. They do both jobs. When it's cold out, even pretty frosty, the system finds warmth in the outside air, or sometimes the ground, and brings it inside.
Okay.
Then, come summer, it just flips the process, takes the warm, sticky air from inside your house and pushes it outdoors, cools you down.
Ah, so it's a genuine year-round machine.
Totally. Makes them perfect for places like BC with our, variable weather.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And this is where it gets really interesting, especially like we said for folks in Surrey, where you get those cold snaps, but also proper warm summers. How do heat pumps really perform in that kind of mix?
That's their sweet spot, really. Because they handle both heating and cooling, they just adapt as the seasons change. No need for separate systems.
Right.
And the guide we looked at from Pacific Blue Mechanical really stresses how they can pull heat from the air or ground even when the temperature drops quite a bit. They're built for our kind of conditions.
Okay, and let's talk benefits. The guide mentioned some big ones. That efficiency number jumps out up to 400% more efficient. What does that actually mean for my wallet?
It means potentially big savings, yeah. See, old furnaces, they burn fuel to create heat that's inherently less efficient. Heat pumps just move the heat that's already there, so they use way less electricity to get your home to the temperature you want. And less electricity used means, smaller energy bills for you each month.
That alone sounds pretty good, but what else? Beyond saving money, what advantages does the guide highlight?
Well, a big one is they're good for the earth. Because they use existing heat from the air or ground, they massively cut down your home's carbon footprint compared to burning fossil fuels.
Right, less pollution.
Exactly. It lines up with Canada's bigger goals for cleaner energy, too, so you're kind of doing your part.
Okay, so personal savings plus a bit of planetary help. What about comfort inside the house?
Yeah, inside you get what they call always comfy temperatures. It's more of an even warmth or coolness, less like blasts hot or cold air, So fewer drafty spots or overly hot rooms.
More consistent.
Very consistent. And another indoor benefit, cleaner air. As the air moves through the system, it gets filtered, it catches dust, pollen, that kind of stuff. Great if you have allergies or just care about air quality.
That's a nice bonus.
Yeah.
And what about durability? These are big investments. How long do they typically last?
Good question. The guide says with proper maintenance, and that's key, they can last a long time, often 15 years, sometimes more.
15 years, okay.
And something else important the guide points out. Check for government help. There are often grants and rebates available.
Oh, really?
Yeah, specifically mentioned for places like Surrey, Vancouver, Langley, Richmond. That can really help with the upfront cost, making it easier to switch.
That definitely makes it more appealing. Now, the guide mentions different types too, right? Air source and ground source. Briefly, what's the main difference there?
Good one. So air source is the most common type, especially around here, like in Surrey. They pull heat from the outside air. Generally easier, less expensive to put in.
Okay.
Ground source, or geothermal, uses pipes buried underground. The Earth's temperature is much more stable year-round. So they tend to be even more efficient, especially when it gets really cold or really hot. But the installation is more involved, usually costs more upfront. Choosing depends on your property, budget, stuff like that.
Got it. So different paths to the same benefits, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. The core advantages stay the same.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. For homeowners, particularly in places like Surrey, the message seems clear. Heat pumps offer, well, a strong package. Save money, help the environment, and keep your home comfortable all year.
Definitely.
And it's great having resources like that guide from Pacific Blue Mechanical to lay it all out.
Absolutely. And, thinking bigger picture for a second, choosing a heat pump isn't just about your own house. It's like a practical step towards a more sustainable future for everyone.
That's a great point.
It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other relatively simple changes can we make at home that have such a positive ripple effect?
That is a fantastic thought to end on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everyone. We hope you feel better informed and maybe even a little inspired.